file name is user.js. Okay. Next, after that, whichever the component you are going to create, in component first line you have to import the React, the main library. The main library we need to import everywhere. So we have to write here import React from React. React R will be capital.
Sir, it's giving intelligence when I'm typing import React.
What is giving error?
No, there is no error. It's giving intelligence and when I press tab, the line completed. Import React from React.
Auto suggestion will come. You can select the auto suggestion. After that, it will come automatically. Now write a function here. Give the function name called user list. This user list function, we can write something inside. Example, return. Under return, you will use a parent element, maybe division, and after that you can write a next one. User is user list. We can write first. We can write here.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. User is. Tell me, sir. I can hear. Down. So this becomes a function. And inside the function, we wrote a parent element called division. For that H1 paragraph. Come down, this function, whoever will call this function, they will get a division H1 and paragraph. So this function is not going to print here. This function is going to print in where? In index.html file. Okay. Index.html will be called by index.html will call index.js. Index.js will call index app.js. Correct. So this file is going to get request by app.js. App.js will call to this file, and from this file they will call a function called user list. So whenever anyone will call the user list function will return this bunch of data. Okay, so return meaning is a response. Someone is requesting you, you are going to respond them. Now after that, I'll write here called export default. Default, why? Because once we come under the hooks, it will be more clear. But you can understand now. In one file, there can be multiple functions. So we have to write under the default those function name that is the leading function, that is the parent function. So we can write here for user list. Save this. Few static pages will create, and after that we will clear with the flow. Yes, how the flow is happening, how the content is coming from one file to other file. Those part will be clear, then it will be very, very helpful to go ahead and understand. Okay, ready? Now function is ready. Function name is user list, and after that, this function is going to, whenever anyone will call this function will give the division H1 and paragraph. Okay, hope you are writing. Now after this, we will go directly to the app.js file. So hope everyone is following.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I'll move now to the app.js file. This much code I can give you in the chat. This much code I can pass in chat also. And then we'll be processing next to the app.js file. In app.js file, before importing anything, you have to import the main library that is called React. React from React, import it. React from React. After that, we have created just now one component, right? We have created a component today. What is the component name? User list is the function name and
User
file
list.
name is called user. File name is user and function name is user list.
User list.
Okay, so we are going to import user list. See, suggestion is coming. User list from /user.js also you can give. .js is optional because both the file is JS only. So when we call a file under the .js extension will be optional. Okay, next after that user list, what we imported on the top, it is a function name now. So in React JSX, when we are calling a function, when we are calling a function, we don't need to give the bracket. Okay, just we need to write like an independent tag. BRHR, how we write? Same. So we can go here and we can consider this division as a parent element. H1, let it be here. I will write here call welcome app. After that here within the main division, we can call that user list component, just like the independent tag. Okay, your component got imported and got linked. It will work in the browser now. In JSX, how to call a function? Just like this, as a element, independent element, like BRHR, how we write. Same way we can call the element under the okay. After saving, you can check in the browser. It should give you directly. It should display the content in the browser directly.
Working, sir.
Working.
Yes, sir, working.
So flow, we have discussed some flow. That flow says like we will create a component and that component we will call under the app.js, right? App.js is already communicating with the index.js and here is the output. Let me run. In my file, I have to modify one index.css file because some CSS was written in this in the previous. This is the code of my previous project actually. It is not previous project. So you can go to the CSS file and index.css. यहाँ पे index.css में जाइए and कुछ extra code होगा delete कर दीजिए after line number 15. So this one was my small changes in the CSS file. I modified that. Now if I look into my browser, I could see here it is showing me welcome app as well as it is going called user list. The welcome app is coming from where? Welcome app is coming from welcome app is coming from the app and user list is coming from the user.js file. Yes, user.js file is giving us the user list. Now see user list component already have the parent. User list component have already parent division open and division close. Here in user list user.js it is already following the JSX. Following or not? Now wherever we call the user, suppose we call here as a user, right? User. Why I wrote the user list inside? Because user list is a JSX element now. It's a function, but is working like is an independent element. Now this user list already have the JSX complete, but it is migrating with the other component. So what it, here at this place is become as a child element. In their own component, it has the division as a parent element, but wherever it went, there it becomes a child element. Now here division become as a parent JSX element. Right? If this division will break the problem, if this division will give the problem, like if CSS get breakdown, layout get breakdown, we can keep here empty tag, that's all, it will work. Okay, so hope it is coming. I don't know why.
For me, it's not displaying, right, that one.
Which one?
User list, what we have written that one inside that function. In browser, it is not displaying any data.
Check this file. I have shared this code. This code you can add in your which file.
So function name should be capital, sir. That user list first letter should be capital always.
Function name should start with a capital.
Yeah. First time I written small letter, it's not working that time. After writing capital letter only, it was working.
Yeah, it is against of JSX rule. JSX has the rule in that, not JSX rule, the hooks rule. Hooks. Now you are writing as a function. After some time, you will write as a const. You can convert into fat arrow method. So constant variable we are creating, not even constant. It's a rule of the hooks saying like all the component names should start with the uppercase, upper letter. So now in this file, user is a user.js is the file name. But what is the component name? User list. Function is the component name. Component name is user list. Now user.js is the file name, whereas user list is the component name. But as of now, we'll not discuss much on that. Okay, just we keep in mind, okay, I'm calling a function, I'm calling a function.
Yeah, now it is working right from my side.
Working?
Yeah.
Okay.
That capital letter I did not.
Yes, that can be the, see, 2-3 examples, that problem will come, okay?
Okay.
You said that all the JS files are the components.
I have told 2 days before, but now within some example, the definition will get changed.
And here, what is the definition for component now?
Wait. In one line, you will understand everything.
Sir, excuse me. Sir, in app.js in line number 8, we wrote, sir, we can also do that. We can open tag user list and close it also, right?
User list?
Sir, you in line number 9, we have written user list slash. That means that we are calling it, right? So if I write like HTML tags only, user list open and user list close.
This is also HTML tag only, but independent, not open and close. It's independent tag, not dependent tag.
Sir, now I'm writing as a opening and closing user list, and the output is giving same.
Hey brother, wait for few days. No, why you are doing so much of research?
Okay, sir.
I will be teaching with the props. There is something called props, properties, right? That time I'll guide you many things. Step by step you learn. Why you do so much research? If you do research, you will get confused. That then I will not be responsible. I'm guiding
Okay,
you
sir.
step by step, learn it, get some idea, then you search on internet what I'm teaching is right or wrong. Why in the first step you started doing research? Whoever will do the research in first step, they will get confused, 100% sure. Okay, on internet there is a lot of videos are available, but people will not get idea from videos, right? Everyone have the see. There is a technology that is available in my mind. I need to convince you. You may have seen one line somewhere. Now that you're putting a question, you are confusing yourself and you are confusing other. So better you understand step by step, get some idea. After that, do n number of research. What is the problem? 200 plus project batches plus 200 plus batches has gone from my end. Don't worry, big companies are running behind me. Daily, not the company. Their GM will call me. Please give me some React developer. Not their HR manager or no. Okay, they're directly general manager, head of the India, head of the Hyderabad. The people will call me, sir, give some resource. Okay, why? Because people have quality, then only they'll call me. If there is 100 institute in the market. Step by step, you learn and then get idea. I will not mislead you, 100% sure. Okay, so we are learning it now how to create a component and how to call the component. Okay, so how to create component? Create a JavaScript file. Someone was there. Who was that? Archito Gosal. You are asking the definition of Reactjs.
I didn't ask anything, sir. Right now.
Someone have asked, no, that this one, the definition of the
Sir,
component. The now
sir, I
write the
asked.
component. Now write a definition of the component. React component is a reusability. React component give reusability. Check on internet. People have written like this. React give a component called reusability. What is the meaning of reusability? Now you cannot understand anything. Once the time will come, you will only say, oh, I'm reusing 3 times. Become as a reuse. Well, step by step, everything will come learn and then do the research. Okay, let's go. So one component we created and then run my CSS. H1 my printing so down. Let me check once. My CSS file was here only. Index.css. Okay. I have given padding top 70 pixels. That is the problem. Okay, let's come. Okay, see, it's gone up. So hope it looks similar. Okay. Now see, if this structure will be wrong, you are creating the file, no, following the structure, right? If a structure will be wrong, your browser will not work. It will not give the output. Create one more component. Create one more component. Give component name call. Maybe anything. Book.js. Book.js. Right here, import React. You will ask why I am importing the React here. Because in this page you are going to use some functionality that come from the main library. And what is the name of the main library? Main library name is called React. Okay, so we need to call that library name that is called React. Now come down, write a function, write here constant, any name you give, start with a capital. I'll give here my book. Okay, if you want to follow poor standard, write like this, my book. But 100% sure many people will do the mistake. Okay, here they'll write M capital, there they'll write M capital, B they'll write a small. So their mistake will happen. So I'm into your level now. And that way I'm writing the code so that you will not do mistake. M keep as a capital. Once time will come, I will start following 100% standard. This is called fat arrow method of ECMAScript 6. Okay, inside that you have to write here export. Then you will ask why we follow the const here. Reason is what? In React, as I told you, the component have a component can be reused. Component can be reused. Now, what is the reuse? The component, the user list component you are calling the app file, same user list component you can call somewhere else also. Okay, so now suppose I have given a function name called my book. Now the my book function I am importing from here, exporting to the app.js file, maybe from there somewhere else, maybe 20 place I am importing this component. Okay. Now wherever I am importing this component, there may be a chance one more variable with the same name. There may be a chance one more function or variable with the same name, or maybe object with the same name. If I use here function keyword, if I use var keyword here, if I use late keyword here, then what will happen? The content of this my book function, my variable will get changed by other variable or maybe override. So React says like, since there is a reusability, there is a reuse functionality, you can write component once and use 100 times multiple places. So make sure there should not be any provision where the content of variable should get changed. So in that case, what we do? Apply the const, fix it permanently. So complete on project level, even you cannot create one more variable called my book. And if you create also use there, but both if you call one place, it will conflict. It will say, sorry, it's already defined. And another option, you cannot change the value of this variable. So I have written which keyword? Const keyword. Let's say also you const my book variable. It will not allow. In current project. Okay, in other component use separately, fine. But all the component are going to app.js. When app.js it will go and to my book will come, conflict will happen, no? So in that case, React says like create a variable in such a way, function in such a way where it should not be duplicated. And it's going to work like a, you can say complete independent function, complete independent page. So in that case, what will happen? Each page name will be unique, each component name will be unique. Export right here, default again. Default, as I have told you, when you come under the hooks, you will get to know in one function. See, this is one function, my book. Inside the my book function, you will write multiple function. Okay, it's not like out of the function you will write the function, inside the function you will write multiple functions. So at that time what will happen, we have to instruct which function is the main function, so that React says okay, there is a possibility inside the function also may be multiple function, and outside of the function also where there will be multiple function. So what to do, you keep particular one as a default. Whenever someone will call, it will not look for particular function, default function will take the action. Okay, so default and then right here for my book. Okay, now save it and come inside again, right here, return. Right, if you want to use through the empty tag, no problem, you can use here, that is also available. Right here, h1 for book list. Now write a paragraph. Book list is working. Save this file and check is it working under the app.js or not. You can import it and check once. Okay, hope you have written. Now come to the app.js file. We need to import in app.js file. Which one? My book. We have to import the my book from the book.js. So book.js is the file name where my book becomes a function name. So we are going to import here. Import my book from book.js. Then come down below. You can use again here same my book as an independent element and save it.
Working, sir.
List is coming.
Yes, sir, it is working.
Can you please open book.js file?
Book.js file.
Yeah. For me, output is not coming.
Yes, sir, please no. Yes, everything is clear, right? Where we are calling, how we are calling. That's why output will not go.
This is a written statement.
Yeah, book.js file, I will share you in your chat. Content, I will send you in the chat.
I think so.
After taking this content, you will come to the app.js file, and inside the app.js file, you import it and convert this one into this way. Don't keep that array method. Array method was there, it will give you the error. You will do mistake mostly. So remove the array method and follow this method. Which method? Apply the division as a parent element. Inside the division, keep the elements. Both the component, user list component, my book component.
If I want to display the data in same line, then how is it, sir?
You want to display the data in?
Suppose user list was displaying after that we have displayed my book in front end. I want to display the book list and after the user list right side.
Yes, we have to write for that. I have many options, but we are not learning CSS. We are learning React now. I will guide you CSS how to write.
Yeah, CSS, sir, but, through this code, I just want to know whether it is possible.
You know about the division. Division is the dependent block level element or inline element.
Block level element.
Block level element where it will print. Same line or
Next
new
line
line?
only.
Next line.
Next line.
Without any instruction, how it will come in the same line? We have to write the CSS for that. We have to write a class. We have to convert from block to inline. We have to set some bits for that. Then it will come one after other.
Yeah, okay. CSS dependency is required.
Okay, so file is ready. Total how many files we created? 2 files we created and we link with the file called app.js file. Total 2 files we created and we link with the app.js file. Let's create one more file. Okay, create one more file that is called home.js. 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 Under the home.js, to import here React from React. Okay, after that, come below, right here, a function const constant home, home. Or if you have a problem, file name also home, function name also home, keep my home. H you can keep capital equal to pattern method we can write here, and we can come inside and come below and write here export default my home. See what we are learning per day. Okay, what you are learning per day. If you are reading from internet, if you have extra capability, read it. I'm not going to oppose on that. But what we are reading per day in the class, okay, let's see, suppose 2-3 days there was a theory part. Okay, you remember it easily, no problem. Okay, from today onwards, now suppose you have set up a project, created the component. Now daily task will be whatever the concept you are covering in the class, repeat that 2 times. Okay, repeat those things, similar thing. Okay, maybe create the similar file, but not in this project. You should have 2 more project. Okay, one this is for the class purpose, and keep 2 more project. One project you practice before sleeping in the night, and one project to practice tomorrow before class whenever you have the time. Okay, and whatever I am going to teach you in entire React syllabus, you just control that much only, and 100% guarantee go for interview. If you get fail, come back and ask me. I remember this all why I got fail today. Okay. Not only that much, after learning the syllabus, what we are going to learn in 1 month, okay, whatever the topics and example we are learning, keep that ready with you. If anyone asks, you explain them, implement that much, okay. And if you have 0-year experience, put 2-year experience in the React, go anywhere. If you get fail again, come back and ask me. I have remember everything, and I have got this task again why I got failure. Okay, I will do your work. Okay, but if you forget that, then no idea, no guarantee. If you will not practice, then no guarantee where it will be. Okay, so there is a lot of thing inside going on. Let's let it come one by one. I have arranged all the content in ascending order, so that if I'll give everything together, you will feel like, oh, like Pongal, all got mixed up, and nothing will come out finally. Step by step, steps are there to learn everything. Complexities are there. I'm not saying there is no complexity. Complexities are there in such a way you will feel like it's very heavy, but that will come after some days. Okay, let's go there. Return, come inside. After that, write there a division. Right inside division or user defined tag also, if you want, you can write it. But for that, you have to write the property value in CSS from your own side. Okay, so I will write here again call h1. I'll go here, and then I will keep here call h1. I will close here, and after closing that, I will write here welcome home, welcome home. Okay. And in this, first you write a paragraph that how to create component. How to create component. We have seen till now how to create a component, and next one how to import, how to export and import, how to export, export and import. Only these two things we have learned till now. We are creating the component and we are doing import and export, import and export. So this home file is ready. So you can come back to the next, which one? App.js file. Try calling it. Are you able to do or not?
Yes, sir, it is working.
In component is calling properly.
Yes, sir.
Now there will be one task for you. What is that? Create a component called customer,
Okay.
do something and import under the app.js file.
Okay, sir.
Function name, your decision. File name, let it be as a customer. Okay.
Okay.
Write it and call under the app.js file and check if it is working. Then you understood how to create the component and how to call it. Import. My home will keep on the top. I'll remove the welcome app and I'll keep here called my home. Next, after that, the division, if you want, you can convert into empty tag is also fine, or anything. Division if you are giving, no problem. If you want to just follow the rule and remove the division, no problem, you can remove it. Okay, try once. This page should load for me. Hopefully it should load for you also. And you are going to create a component called which one? Which component? Customer, yes. Call it, load it, and see if loading well. You understood the flow. Okay.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
Working, sir. Sir, if recording is converted, please send it.
Sir,
Tell me, sir.
yeah, we are deleting the previous statement we are giving, but also it is displaying. So how it is possible? It is because of storage.
Which is happening?
For example, sir, under under book list we are written book list is working. For under user list we have written user is working. Under welcome under home we have written how to create component, how to export and import. So we have deleted the previous record of what we have written in paragraph, and then also it is displaying. So it has been stored in local or global storage.
Reload your page manually, refresh it. It
मैं
is
सेव अगर नहीं किया होगा.
Sir, after reloading also it is displaying.
No. How it will happen? Yeah. Code is gone, then how the code will come without?
Yeah, for example, see sir, book list is working and user list is working. In your also it is displaying.
Where I have welcome home.
Welcome home below that, sir.
Which one?
User list and user list is working and that all things.
I have called here, no, all three component in app.js file.
Okay, sir. But I am saying that I wanted to say that we are calling, but we are deleting the previous record. So it has been stored in memory.
No, yeah. How it will? You tell me what I should delete and then test.
No. Actually, okay, sir. I did a mistake. I got it.
Memory, how it will store? It will, if you have the code, then only it will come. Code will not be there. It will not come.
You have deleted that H1 tag, na, sir, in app.js. That one you was talking.
H1 is deleted. No, how it will come?
Yeah, that H1 actually we have written in app.js only.
Yes, sir. He's saying correctly that JS folder we were writing H1 and P1 tag. Na? I forgot that we have made those files.
That we have written on
Place of
file.
my
Thank you for clearing the doubt, sir.
here in place of my form earlier you have written some H1, sir. Welcome and remote, right?
Yes.
That one you was talking.
Okay. That code will get deleted. How it will not come? That's we need to reload the page now. Const.
Hello, sir.
Tell me, sir.
Sir, I got error in app.js. So the error is import your list from ./user.js.
There may be some file spelling mistake.
App.js. My book. Book. My book. One minute.
On the error.
My home.
Double quote or single quote, both are. ये बहुत करना बहुत will work. Error got fixed?
Yet not, sir. Coming this.
.js file. Okay, I will share you have .js file. You can share your code in chat. I can find it.
Okay, sir. Actually, I am on class by phone and using laptop for the coding, sir.
Oh, that is a problem. Else I can make. Oh, what is the error? Tell me the error.
In app.js, import user list from /user.js and book.js and home.js. This is three of is showing the error.
You have created this file, user, book, and home.
Yeah, I created file also, sir.
In which folder? SRC folder?
In SRC folder. Yeah, is in SRC folder itself.
Okay, so what you do is, hold on. I'll give you the content of user file. Okay, but you are in the different system.
Yes, sir.
That will be the problem again.
Just to send me, sir, I will copy paste from WhatsApp.
At least try this home content.
So before that one, I get executed. Which one? This one.
User was working earlier.
Yeah, before that one, user one is working.
User was working and then home was also working. User and book, these two was working for you.
Yeah, yeah. Before that one, user only one worked.
Okay, only one work.
Yeah.
Okay, then here which method you are following? That a square bracket or this method?
Also empty bracket, sir.
Empty bracket. Okay, then no problem in that. It should work.
1 minute, sir. I will copy paste this.
This is the calling as a function. But here it is independent. Independent.
Function का नाम तो दिया है.
Written as independent.
Okay. Now let's come. So hope you have created 3 components and welcome home, user list, book list, correct? So whichever the component is working, you keep that. The flow should be there, clear. Flow should be clear. The component and all, whichever we are creating, you should be independent. You should be able to create without any mistake. Understanding is required. This is the function name from file name. When I go to the file name, inside the file name, there should not be any, you can say, a spelling what we have written function name. Same thing should come under the export. This function name should come under the export, and this export should go there again. Yes, this way it should be.
HTML property kind of align
Everything. Instead of class, we will write class name. Remaining all are same.
Align center is what?
Align center. Okay, so we should move next.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so come, we'll create one more component. Let me share your yesterday video. You keep downloading. Or I send the video, not no. This is of today 9, yesterday was 8, 7, 51. Where is it even there? Not converted. Okay, then create some more component. Book you have created, user you have created. Let's create one more component. Give component name called service.js. Service.js. We can write here import again. Hope this component will work for everyone successfully. Import React from React also you can do. Many are there inside. You write here another constant again. Our services equal to factor method use inside export default our services. We can do here return a division h1 our services. Okay, ready? Now we are going to create one array inside. Suppose we'll create one array called constant. You can give the name of the array called service, my service. And service is just create an array, give name called website design, give one more element, website development, give one more element called logo design. This many element we added in an array. Okay, just this in that we are adding one extra line, how to print the statement in React. So hope you create the array. Now come down, and if you know the if we have idea on array part, how to print the length of the array. We used to print the length of the array dot length simply. Simply we write array dot length. So our array name is called my service. So we can write here my service dot length. But question is inside HTML, how can you write the JavaScript? This is HTML part. Inside how we can write the JavaScript. JSX says no need to worry. Inside HTML you can write JavaScript anywhere. Just flower bracket open and close. And inside you write a number of JavaScript. Okay, so at this place we can write here my service inside tag anywhere my service dot length. Anywhere inside HTML open curly bracket close and write the JavaScript code. P tag we are printing in a new line.
Div also can.
Anything we can use. Division, paragraph, everything.
This was also JSX rule, sir.
That is also JSX only. JSX is nothing but combine of your HTML, JavaScript, XML, everything together. Right. So syntax we need to follow. So this is the dynamic HTML. So how to write inside dynamic code, JavaScript code. So how to write inside the HTML? In HTML you cannot write JavaScript directly. So we can open flower bracket, close and write all the statement here. This way you are going to write entire React. Not only this much, entire React we are going to write like this. Inside HTML, we can combine the JavaScript using the flower bracket. Hope written. Now we'll come to the length. 3. Yeah. So we'll come to the app.js file and we call our services from service.js file. Try that, import this file.
Working, sir. Length is 3.
3. Total number of elements.
Yes, sir. 3.
Working, sir.
Import here our services from service.js file. Then I can write here call our services So it's giving total how many? 3.
Yes, sir. 3. It's coming.
Now we can print all the elements also. Whichever the element we have added here, we have total 3 elements. One is called first element, second and third. So if you remember the array, how to print the element? We used to print the position. So our array name is called my service. My service of 0 will give us the first position element. My service of 0 will give the first position element. Second, third, you can print like this in 3 paragraph. It will print all 3. But this is the just we are understanding just how to print any statement in React using the JSX statement. Just flower bracket you need to use everywhere wherever you want print it. Map function will once we write, you will feel like it's a crazy. In less code, more output.
Working, sir.
Working, sir.
All 3 elements it will print here. Printing all 3 elements. Okay, now come inside some other component. Example, user component is working for everyone. User component is working. In user component, again, we'll create an array and we'll try to print using the for loop or map function. We go here under the user component and create an array user list, not user list, my user equal to write some name inside Raju Mahesh. Ganesh. Okay. Raju. Sanjeev. Madan. Some name you can store in an array. In which component? User component. Okay, now you print here length of the users. Call use my user dot length. My user dot length. Anywhere inside the tag, anywhere we can open the curly bracket, close and write their syntax statement. My user dot length. It will say user list 3, 4, 5 is coming.
Comment is also option. Comment.
Slowly. Comment is difficult.
Difficult. Make it difficult. Math function. You can apply same one. Math function.
Okay, so hope length is coming here. Saying user list is 7.
7.
We can go here. Now open the flower bracket and close. That meaning JavaScript is open and close. Now inside we can write the map function. See, the condition is like this. Inside HTML, anywhere you can open flower bracket and close it and write the JavaScript. JSX is like in HTML, wherever you want. Okay, in HTML, wherever you want, you can open the curly bracket and close it and write the JavaScript code. Okay, and inside the JavaScript code, okay, inside JavaScript code, blindly you can write HTML code. No need to worry. Let's see. See this function, how it is going to work. What is our array name? My user. My user dot map. Okay, so if you remember JavaScript, we have discussed like this. From my user, one by one element will get break into 2 parts. Position and value. So first will be here called value. First will be the element and second will be called position. So you can write any variable. Okay, like I'll write here called full name. So full name become as a element and index become as a position. So when the map function will start, first Raju will go to the full name and their position will go to the 0. Second iteration, map function will call second time, Mahesh will go to the full name and their position will go to the index. This way it is going to complete entire loop. Okay. Now since it's work based on map function, this one fat arrow method, try that. Right till there.
Sir, it's showing error.
Now still we have not completed, no? We have not completed still. We are going to complete that just now. So in this now, at this place, you have to come down. You have to write called return. Because map is a function. Whenever suppose my user dot map. So my user is an array. So from array, individual element will go to the map function. Map function will break into 2 parts and return the data. Okay. Now what is going to return? Full name and index. But full name and index, we don't want only full name. We want to wrap with the HTML tag. We want to mix with the HTML tag. So again, this line will open close. Okay. See, if we not write this means I can write single line here. But parenthesis we are given that represent, we can write multiple line here. Okay. So at this place, let's go now and use the p tag. See, inside JavaScript directly we wrote p tag.
Yes.
It was like this. Let me come back. It was like this. So this is pure JavaScript area. Inside pure JavaScript area now, you are going to write the JavaScript code. But JSX is like, no worry, you can write directly HTML tag. I will understand. So we can go here and we can write the paragraph. Now suppose how many users we have? 9 users we have. So this map function will call itself 9 times, and every time what it will return? Paragraph, and inside the paragraph again, because see, in HTML, in JavaScript you have opened the HTML. Now this becomes a HTML code. But again here we have to print that variable. Which variable? Full name. So full name is a JavaScript variable. At this place we cannot write like this. We cannot write like this. This becomes a what? This becomes a string. Okay, so it will print only full name, full name, full name. It will not give the value of the full name. So inside the HTML again, how to print the JavaScript? Flower bracket, right here call. That's all. It will give you the list of users.
Working, sir.
Working, sir.
Okay, so check in the browser. It will give you a list of users. You will go to the browser, before that output will be ready. We'll go to the browser, before that output will be ready. I will share you both the file, not both the file, complete SRC I am sending in the chat. If anywhere there is, or how many, 2-3 files only we have created, no? Let me share this file. What are app also I will share. App, book also I will share you. Home also I shared. Service is also shared. User is also shared.
What full name index?
We can print in color bracket again.
Can you please show me the user list? Sorry, user.
Here we can print again, no, that index. Index will give you 0, 1, 2, 3. And here you can write something hash dot anything. So this become HTML code and this becomes a JavaScript code.
Yes, sir, it is working.
It's working, sir.
Working then.
Working, sir.
This is converting, I guess, or converted. Hold on, that video is converting 79%. You have to wait for 10 minutes. It was not converted yesterday.
Index of full information spaces. Space.
Space is normal space. डायरेक्टली यहाँ जो लिखना है HTML लिख सकते हैं हम in% and VSP जो थे ना. One space is there, no, already. We can give here hash, it will become separated. We are printing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, SRC folder I'll send you complete. Complete SRC folder will come in chat. We can use the required files.